Hi friends, this is Venkat. Welcomes to you for the channel M&M Marvelous Maths. Guys, today I am going to explain one of the important concept in definite integration, that is Newton-Leibniz rule. See this, Newton-Leibniz rule. So the mathematician Leibniz developed one rule. That rule is y is equal integral gx to h of x f of t dt. Then its derivative y dash is equal. How to apply this formula? All of you observe that. First substitute the upper limit in place of t. So f of h of x, here derivative of h of x, that is h dash x, minus substitute lower limit in place of t, f of g of x into derivative of g of x, that is g dash x. This is the most important formula to apply the questions in JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. So now I am going to explain how to apply this formula for the questions. Okay, now I am explaining some questions by using this Newton-Leibniz rule, most important for JEE Mains and Advanced. Okay, so first question is limit n tends to infinity, integral a to infinity n by 1 plus n square x square dx. So this is the first question. We have to find the value of this one. Is options 1 infinity, 0, minus 1. These are the options. Now we have to find this value. Okay, so what is the question here? Limit n tends to infinity, limit n tends to infinity. Okay, integral a to infinity n by 1 plus n square x square. N square x square can be written as nx whole square dx. Okay, now put nx is equal to t, differentiate both sides, n into dx is equal to dt. Okay, now use this data here. Then this is equal n dx dt by 1 plus t square. Substitute a here in place of x, substitute a here, then t becomes na. Substitute infinity, limit n tends to infinity. This is the given question. N square x square can be written as nx whole square. Let us suppose nx is equal to t. Differentiate both sides, n into dx is equal to dt. Now substitute this data here. You will get limit n tends to infinity, integral na to infinity dt by 1 plus t square. What is the integral of this one? Tan inverse t. 0 to na to infinity, limit n tends to infinity. Now substitute upper limit here. Tan inverse infinity. What is tan inverse infinity? 90 degrees. So limit n tends to infinity, tan inverse infinity pi by 2 minus tan inverse na. That is equal pi by 2 minus, now substitute n is infinity here, you will get tan inverse infinity. tan inverse infinity. That is equal pi by 2 minus pi by 2, which is 0. So our answer is 0. Our answer is hi students. Now I am going to explain second question by using the Newton's Leibniz rule. So what is the question here? What is given? If limit x tends to 0, integral 0 to x t square dt by a plus tr power 1 by p whole divided by bx minus sin x is equal to L, where L not equal to 0. And also given that a positive real number, r positive real number, p greater than or equal to 2 and p not equal to 0, then you have to select one of the correct option. Okay, so what is given? You have to write limit x tends to 0, integral 0 to x t square dt by a plus tr power 1 by p whole divided by bx minus sin x, that is equal to L, which is a non-zero. Okay, now substitute x tends to 0. What is given here? X tends to 0. So substitute x0 here. Then that is equal integral 0 to 0 t square dt divided by a plus tr power 1 by p divided by b into 0, 0 sin 0. You will get this one. Whenever upper limit and lower limit both are equal, this value becomes 0. So numerator is 0. What is denominator? Sin 0, 0. This is 0. So you will get 0. 0 by 0 is indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. So whenever if you got indeterminate form, apply the L'Hospital rule. Apply the L'Hospital rule. What is the L'Hospital rule? By finding the limit of a given function, if you got indeterminate form 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, then according to the L'Hospital rule, you have to differentiate the numerator and differentiate the denominator, apply the limit. If you get finite number, that finite number is the limit of the function. If you get once again 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, then you have to repeat the same process once again. So that is L'Hospital rule. So now differentiate the numerator, differentiate the denominator separately. For that, use the Newton-Leibniz rule. So here, what is the derivative of y here? F of upper limit into upper limit derivative minus f of lower limit into lower limit derivative. So apply here. You will get substitute upper limit here. X square, derivative of x is 1 divided by a plus xr power 1 by p minus x derivative 1 minus substitute lower limit 0 divided by b into derivative of x is 1, sin x derivative is cos x. Now apply the limit. Limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. Now substitute x is equal to 0 here. By substituting x is equal to 0, 0 by b minus cos 0 is 1. If suppose b minus 1 is a non-zero number, then this becomes 0. Then L becomes 0. L becomes 0. If L is equal 0 by b minus 1, not equal to 0, not equal to 0, implies b minus 1 equal to 0, b minus 1 equal to 0. So b is equal to 1. So our option is b is equal to 1. Here L is equal 0 by b minus 1. 0 by b minus 1. If b minus 1 is a non-zero, L becomes 0. b minus 1 is a non-zero, L becomes 0. See here, L is equal to 0 by B minus 1. B minus 1 non-zero, L becomes 0. But L is not equal to 0. That's why denominator should be 0. So B is equal to 1. So our option is B is equal to 1. Hi students, now I am explaining third question. See this third question. If fx is differentiable and integral 0 to t square x into f of x dx is equal 2 by 5 into t power 5, then what is the value of f of 4 by 25? You have to select the correct option from the given 4 options. So first of all, take the function which satisfies the given function, given condition. So here integral 0 to t square x into f of x dx is equal 2 by 5 into t power 5. That is given condition. Okay, this is a given condition. This is given in the question. Now apply the Newton's-Leibniz formula. What is the Newton-Leibniz rule? Y is given, then its derivative is equal f of upper limit into derivative of upper limit minus f of lower limit into derivative of lower limit. So here substitute upper limit t square into f of t square. Now upper limit derivative 2t minus substitute lower limit substitute lower limit 0 is equal 2 by 5 into derivative of t power 5 into t power 4. First of all, take the given condition. Now differentiate both sides. For the differentiation of left hand side, apply the Newton's-Leibniz rule. Substitute the upper limit and upper limit derivative minus substitute the lower limit and lower limit derivative is equal 2 by 5 into t power 5 derivative 5 into t power 4. Here 5 cancel. Okay. Now here 2t cube into f of t square is equal 2t power 4. 2 cancel, t cube cancel here. So you are getting f of t square is equal t. F of t square is equal to t. Now you want to find out f of 4 by 25. So f of 4 by 25. So f of t square is equal f of 4 by 25. So t square value is 4 by 25. T square is equal 4 by 25. Then t is equal plus or minus 2 by 5. Plus or minus 2 by 5. So here you have to write t value. F of t square is t. F of t square is equal to t. T is nothing but plus or minus 2 by 5. Plus or minus 2 by 5 implies f of 4 by 25 is equal, you will get 2 by 5 or minus 2 by 5. F of 4 by 25 is equal to 2 by 5 or minus 2 by 5. So what is given in the question? 4 options. Correct option is 2 by 5. Okay, correct option is 2 by 5. Hi students, now I am going to explaining fourth question. What is the given integral sin x to 1 t square f of t dt? Integral sin x to 1 t square f of t dt is equal 1 minus sin x for all x belongs to first quadrant. Then f of 1 by root 3 is. Okay. So take the given equation. What is given? Given integral sin x to 1 t square into f of t dt, that is left hand side, is equal, right hand side is 1 minus sin x. Now differentiate both sides. Differentiating on both sides. Differentiating on both sides. So first of all, differentiating the left hand side, you have to apply the Newton-Leibniz rule. So y is equal integral gx to hx ft dt. Then its derivative is f of upper limit into upper limit derivative minus f of lower limit into lower limit derivative. So here upper limit is 1. Substitute upper limit into upper limit derivative. One derivative is 0. So 0 minus substitute lower limit sin square x f of sin x into sin x derivative is cos x. Once again see this. By substituting upper limit, here you will get 1 into f of 1. Derivative of 1 is 0 because 1 is constant. Substitute lower limit sin square x f of sin x, derivative of sin x is cos x, is equal 1 derivative 0, sin x derivative is cos x. Okay, so minus minus cancel, cos x cancel. Then you will get sin square x into f of sin x is equal to 1. Here see this, minus minus cancel, cos x cancel. You will get this. F of sin x is equal 1 by sin square x. Now you want to find out f of 1 by root 3. So f of 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is equal. Here in place of sin x we are substituting 1 by root 3. In place of sin x we are substituting 1 by root 3. So here also substitute 1 by root 3 in place of sin x. So 1 by root 3 whole square, that is equal to 3. So our answer is 3. Hi students, now I am going to explain few more questions. So next question is integral 0 to x f of t dt is equal x square plus integral x to 1 t square f of t dt. Then you have to find f dash 1 by 2. Okay. So this question is also solved by using the Newton's-Leibniz rule. Okay. All of you familiar with the rule Newton-Leibniz. So apply that rule. Differentiating, take the given equation and differentiating on both sides with the help of Newton's-Leibniz rule. So take that equation 0 to x f of t dt is equal x square plus integral x to 1 t square f of t dt. This is the given equation. Now differentiating on both sides. Differentiating on both sides. By differentiating on both sides, further apply the Newton's-Leibniz rule. Now substitute upper limit and upper limit derivative. So f of x into x derivative is 1. Substitute lower limit and lower limit derivative 0 is equal, substitute x in right hand side, x square derivative 2x plus substitute the upper limit and upper limit derivative 0 minus substitute the lower limit and lower limit derivative x square into f of x into x derivative is 1. Okay. Now this implies here f of x plus x square into f of x is equal 2x. You will get this equation. Now take fx as common. Then f of x into 1 plus x square is equal 2x. From this f of x is equal, taking fx as common, you will get f of x into 1 plus x square is equal to 2x. Then f of x is equal 2x by 1 plus x square. This is our function. Now f dash 1 by 2. For that you have to differentiate this using the formula u by v rule. So here f of x is equal 2x by 1 plus x square. This is u, this is v. f dash x is equal v square, denominator should be v square, vu dash minus uv dash. Applying this rule, denominator becomes 1 plus x square whole square. Now 1 plus x square into 2x derivative 2 minus 2x into 1 plus x square derivative 2x. So f dash x is equal 2 plus 2x square minus 4x square divided by 1 plus x square whole square. So f dash x is equal 2 minus 2x square by 1 plus x square whole square. Now f dash 1 by 2, that is equal 2 minus 2 into 1 by 4 by 1 plus 1 by 4 whole square. Now simplify this. 2 minus 1 by 2 by, this is a 4 plus 1, 5 by 4 whole square, 25 by 16. That is equal 4 minus 1 by 2, 4 minus 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 16 by 25, 2x cancel, 24 by 25, 24 by 25. Here first you have to take the given equation, differentiating on both sides. For that apply the Newton's Leibniz rule. So here substitute upper limit x, f of x into x derivative 1 minus substitute lower limit 0, x square derivative 2x. This one upper limit substitute upper limit derivative 0 minus substitute lower limit x square into f of x. Now fx plus x square into f of x is equal to x. Take fx common. Fx into 1 plus x square is equal to x. Fx is equal to x by 1 plus x square. Now using u by v rule, differentiate and substitute 1 by 2, you will get 24 by 20. Hi students, now I am explaining the sixth question. Here given that question is f of x is equal to integral minus x to x t sin at plus bt plus c. A, B, C are non-zero real numbers. Then limit x tends to 0, f of x by x is, first option is independent of a, second option is independent of ABC, third option is it depends on only on C, fourth option independent of a comma b and equal to c. So first of all you have to take the given equation. So f of x is equal integral minus x to x t sin at plus bt plus c. Okay. Now differentiating on both sides. So f dash x is equal, use the Newton Leibniz rule. Substitute upper limit x sin ax plus bx plus c into x derivative 1 minus substitute lower limit. Lower limit is minus x sin a into minus x minus bx plus c into minus 1. So f dash x is equal x sin ax plus bx plus c. Here sin of minus ax, sin of minus ax is minus sin ax, minus into minus plus. Here minus into minus plus. So sin ax minus bx plus c. So bx minus bx cancel. So f dash x is equal to here x sin ax, here also x sin ax, 2x sin ax plus 2c plus 2c. Okay. So f is given here, fx is given. By using Newton Leibniz rule, differentiate both sides. F dash x is equal, substitute upper limit into upper limit derivative 1 minus substitute lower limit into lower limit derivative minus 1. Now simplify, bx bx cancel, 2x sin ax plus 2c. This is f dash x. Now you have to find limit x tends to 0 f of x by x. Limit x tends to 0 f of x by x. Now find f of 0. F of 0 is minus 0 to 0, substitute here 0, minus 0 to 0, t sin at plus bt plus c. Here upper limit and lower limit both are equal, then this value is 0, f of 0 is 0, f of 0 is 0. So limit x tends to 0, f of x by x, that is equal, limit x tends to 0, f of x by x, substitute x tends to 0, so f of 0 by 0, f of 0 by 0. What is f of 0? 0. What is denominator? 0, which is indeterminate form, which is indeterminate form. Whenever if you got indeterminate form, what you have to do? Apply the L'Hospital rule. Apply the L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule. So by applying the L'Hospital rule, differentiate the numerator and differentiate the denominator separately and apply the limit. So limit x tends to 0, f of x by x, here you are getting 0 by 0 indeterminate form, that is equal, limit x tends to 0, f dash x by x derivative is 1, x derivative is 1. Now what is f dash x? Here you are getting f dash x is this one, substitute here. So limit x tends to 0, f dash x 2x sin ax plus 2c, substitute x 0, 0 plus 2c, so you are getting 2c. So our answer is 2c. So since our answer is 2c, depends only on c, depends only on c, depends only on c. Next, our answer does not contain a value, b value, so it is independent of a, it is independent of a. Our answer does not contain a and b, so it is independent of a, b, but here given that equal to c, so this is wrong. So independent of a depends on only on c, but here given that independent of a, b, c, so second option wrong, fourth option wrong. So first option is correct, independent on a. Third option is correct, depends on only c. So this is a multi-option correct question. That's it.